Hi guys! So once again I'm in my Hello Kitty PJs, but I checked the mail and got my the Balm palettes in. I seen on Temptalia about a week ago now. She had a thing saying that when you went on the Balm, you bought one of the Shady Lady palettes and you got all three, which is Volume 1, Volume 2, and Volume 3. And I kind of balked at first just because I have Volume 2 and I never really used it so much. I just, when I got into MAC, it was the Shady Lady is the first one that I actually bought. The first palette from Sephora, probably one of my first purchases. And it has not fared so well. It has, it was on the floor and it got soda on it, and then inside stepped on it, so the mirror is crackled. So, yeah, it didn't really go so well, but I don't know, I haven't thrown it away because the shades are usable. Just, I don't tend to use them. But it was such a good deal, I couldn't pass it up. One palette by the Shady Lady, or by the Balm, one of the Shady Lady palettes is $40 roughly. It's like $39.50. But they come with 9 shades and a very large mirror. Like, this is huge. Look how big that is. A lot of palettes don't. They come with like a miniaturized mirror, which is probably why it was so easy to break. I just stepped on it. Kitty, why do you always climb behind my camera? Oh, that wasn't even behind. That is my kitty's belly. That is my kitty. I'm just going to do this because I feel like you should at least be able to watch something. Sorry about that. So, I love these palettes. I don't know why. I just never reach for them because I've gotten, it started as a small addiction, but now it's like any shade that seems unique, I pick up. Like, look at my eye palette drawer. Like, this is single ones and palettes, which wouldn't be so bad, but it's like palettes that is like 2 or 6 or 15 of them. Like, it's no longer like, oh yay, I have that color. It's like I don't even know what I have anymore, which is kind of what has been bugging me. But I just keep buying because I see something new I like, and I think I have actually a problem. And soon I have to be on my best behavior because in about a year and 3 months, the end of next summer basically, I'm going to be moving to Florida. So it's like I have to save and be on my best behavior. And honestly, I'm getting to a point where it's like I have everything. I don't really need to go out and purchase too much. The one collection I'm looking forward to with MAC that I plan on buying something, I did buy just 2 of the Beth Dido lip things, lip creams, the Pro Longwear. But this is going to become a totally random rant. But anyways, the only other collection I'm looking forward to, obviously they haven't released all the information on all of them, but is the Marilyn Monroe one, because, I mean, I just don't think I'll ever be able to pass that up unless everything's terrible, and I'm hoping it's not. And that's not until October, though, so they're going to come out with plenty of summer stuff, and I'm going to have to really ask myself if I need it, if I have nothing similar, if I'm going to wear it at least once in a blue moon. But anyways, now that I've gotten done, I'm getting the fact when I buy palettes, I try to use them for at least a few weeks to get used to the shades, because then at least I know what's in them. That's how I've been trying to do this. But I'm starting to, because I'm into palettes, like $40 for one of these. 9. Well, to get 3 of these, that was the promotion, is you get all 3 for $40. So it went from 9 shades that you usually get for $40 to, oh gosh, 27. There, I was like, wait, it's kind of late to do math. But yeah, so anyways, I'm going to stop blabbing and talk about the actual colors. So this one has Caught in the Act Courtney, which is also in the second one. That's the only repeat, though, that I know of. I kind of looked them over. It's a deep bronze color, deep brown bronze. Actually, I'd say it's a deep brown with bronze flecks, if that makes sense. It's just the sparkle that's bronze. It just seems bronzy because of that sparkle. It's going to be hard because I'm not working with natural light. I can't wait to be a normal person with a normal schedule and be able to work with normal light. Shameless Shanna is like a mahogany brown. I still don't know exactly how to describe this. It's got a sheen to it, but it's not frosted. Well, maybe it is. It's kind of hard to describe. It is, that's what it makes you think of, a mahogany brown. And these are super buttery and pigmented. Very few of these don't feel like basically buttery. Luscious Lana, which is a peachy pink neutral. Let's see how much I can get the colors. And then Jealous Jordan. Of course you can look up all of these online. Some of these are shadow liners, so Caught in the Act Courtney, Jealous Jordan, and this one here that I'll talk about next is all shadow liners because they're darker basically. That's the only reason they call them shadow liners. This one is a very deep, deep, deep green, kind of like an evergreen. And then Risque Renee is a very deep navy blue. Curvy Cami is a very frosted purple toned burgundy. It's more purple than burgundy. It's like burgundy's the undertone and then it's got so much shimmer that it ends up being purple. Jet Setting Jennifer, this is one of my favorites in here. I think a neutral eye with Jetting Jennifer and Shameless Shanna and Caught in the Act Courtney would be wonderful. Like, I think this would be a great palette. And like all of these are small enough that I could just toss them all together and probably come up with plenty of looks. Neutral, smoky, because they all do work together in a little bit of a way. All About Alex is a khaki green brown color. It's very, it kind of reminds me of a less sparkly Epitint, Chanel Epitint, their Illusion d'Ombre. It's basically that, but maybe a touch darker and without as much sparkle. Easy Weezy is a gray toned blue, or a blue toned gray, probably more of a blue toned gray, kind of a steely gray with blue tones. So these are really pigmented and very pretty. This is the first one, which I could not find at my Sephora. So I haven't, this is the first time I saw it in person. And then obviously the Balm 2 is the one I had. This is the new one. Caught in the Act Courtney again. Then there's Feisty Felicity. This one is so cool. I always thought it was like a blackened plum, but then it's got like deep purple magenta sparkles in it. It's crazy looking. Insane Jane is probably my favorite one in this palette. It's a taupey brown. So I love taupey browns, just all of them are pretty, so I just fall in love with each and every one. This one's got a little more brown to it than some, but it's still a taupey brown. Bossy Bobby is a metallic-y finished blue. It's kind of a steel blue. It's like the gray blue instead of the blued gray, if that makes sense. Make Out Mary, I really like this. It's just an olive green. So I always really like that one too. Just This Once Jamie. This is a very hard to describe color for me. It's kind of a purple toned taupe. It's like it could have started out like Insane Jane, but it's more matte. I'm trying to fix my camera because the cat once again did that. It's like a little more matte than Insane Jane, and then it also has purple toned more. Mischievous Marissa is this one. It's a peachy coppery color, really neutral and pretty. I didn't think I'd like most of these kind of colors. Like this one's very warm toned, but in the right combination it looks really cool. So this is good with Devilish Danielle, Mischievous Marissa, Cotton That Courtney. Cotton That Courtney is just your go-to dark brown. So, you know, with sparkle, so I like it. Tempting Terra is just a white shadow. That's usually what I actually use the palette for, because I didn't have a white shadow for a long time. I love this color, because it's just a really white, and you can shear it out. I kind of sheared it out on my wrist, if you can see, but anyways, and you can build it up and make it look really white, like if that's something you're going for. Devilish Danielle reminds me strongly of Sin because it's a pink-toned champagne, and that's a really good highlight color. It's definitely very shimmery, so if you don't like super shimmery, it's like a frosted more than shimmery. It's not like sparkles or anything that's going to fall out, it's just super frosted. But it's really pretty and highlights really well, like inner corner, brow bone, all that. And then Volume 3, this is the one I actually planned on buying one day. It's been on and off in my Sephora cart for probably a year. This one I gravitate to just naturally because it's got very summery shades, which I attract to, but I don't wear a lot of, but I'm really attracted to. So Lusty Lee is this, I should probably hold it up. If you can kind of, it looks very more neutral than it is, but Lusty Lee is a very silvery blue. Excuse me, I got the hiccups. Envious Erin is a very satin kind of finish without too much shimmer like most of them do. It's a very satin finish, cream white. Racy Casey is kind of like a burnt copper. So it's got a little bit of a copper sheen to it, but it's more like a burnt color. Maybe this one's more mahogany. Safe Bet Annette is the only pink, and it's a very light pink. It's kind of an in-between. It's not super light or super frosted, but it's kind of, actually, I guess I would put it as more of a mid-tone. Can't quite see it on my skin, especially with my lighting. And like I said, swatches online. Run Around Rebecca. It's a little like Make Out Mary, but that one's more olive green. This one's kind of a strange, it's almost like a taupe green. This is kind of a more green version of that Epitint by Chanel, Illusion d'Absoir. Come Hither Heather is a very purple toned gray, like a heather gray, that I actually really like. I wasn't sure about that one. I didn't plan on liking some of these, you know. This one I'd say is the one I had the hardest time just coming up with combinations here. I mean, I could do Envious Erin, Safe Bet Annette, and then All the Way Annie, which is this purple down here. But like, there aren't any really super clear. Maybe Envious Erin, Come Hither Heather, and then Guilty Gwen. But anyways, I'll keep going. Open to Olwen? Open to Offers Olwen. Such a strange name. I've never heard of that one. But this is a very cool teal deep blue. So like with any teals, I could use this to deepen the crease. I could use this as a secondary color. I tend to do light main colors, secondary deeper colors, and then darker colors in my outer V and crease. But I really think that's a gorgeous color. All the Way Annie is a very rich plum. So this is definitely lighter than that Feisty Felicity. It's definitely lighter and plummier than black. And then Guilty Gwen is a very, very sparkly, like sparklier than I think Black Tie is. It seems sparklier. I might have my Black Tie. Though I will credit that it's way more silky. Like, I always thought Black Tie by MAC is not so silky. It's got more sparkle in it. This is the Guilty Gwen. This is Black Tide. You're not going to be able to see because my lighting sucks. This is more sparkly and more buttery. I definitely think I like it better. This might be a better way of showing. This is the Balm. This is MAC. You can see how it dragged a little and it didn't come out as buttery. Like, ooh, some of that could be the way I put it down, but I mean, I just dragged them across really quick. But that seems like clear. If something's really buttery, it's going to smooth on easier and then blend easier. So I'll stop my yapping when it comes to this. I was planning on doing my Kmart haul in this, but I'm going to split them up now because I've been talking 15 minutes just about these palettes because I yammered on. But this was a really good deal. If you see anything like this again, if they do any more promotions like this, Temptalia is where I saw it. And I was super excited. I had only like one day, or it ended the day I seen it. I maybe seen it at like 10 and it ended at midnight. Can't remember. But I would recommend these palettes. I mean, I think they're worth their value on their own, $40 if you think about it for 9 colors. And these are really good quality. As long as you like at least 6 of the shades, I'd say, like, plan on wearing them to get it. Because, and I don't really have a favorite. I think 1 or 2 would be my favorite, and I would have thought 3, but just because it's so easy to combine these, like I could grab just this palette or just this palette and be good, but they're also not very big, so I can grab all of them too. So I hope you all enjoyed, and I will see you in just a tiny bit when I do my Kmart haul. So bye!